In a world brimming with information, how do we discern truth from fiction? Welcome to the Illusory Truth Effect, a psychological phenomenon where repetition makes statements seem more truthful. It's not just a quirk of human psychology, it shapes our beliefs and decisions. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It's crucial for us and beneficial for you to stay updated with life-changing insights. The Illusory Truth Effect explains why we sometimes accept ideas without evidence. Simply hearing something repeatedly can make us believe it's true. This effect influences politics, advertising, and even our personal beliefs. It's a powerful tool, but also a dangerous weapon. In the 1970s, psychologists Lynn and David Goldstein first identified this effect. They showed that repetition increases the perceived truthfulness of statements, regardless of their actual truth. It's not about logic or evidence, it's about familiarity. Our brains mistake repetition for truth. This effect is deeply ingrained in our cognitive processes. Repetition creates a sense of familiarity. Familiar things feel true. When we hear something often, our brain, seeking efficiency, takes a shortcut. It assumes, if I've heard this before, it must be true. This cognitive shortcut saves time and energy, but it can lead us astray. The media environment today amplifies this effect. Social media, news cycles, and advertising bombard us with repeated messages. Some are true, others not so much. But repeated exposure blurs these lines. We start believing what's familiar, not necessarily what's factual. Advertisers and politicians have long exploited this. A slogan or a catchphrase, repeated enough, becomes a perceived truth. This isn't always malicious, but it's manipulative. It taps into our subconscious, bypassing critical thinking. The illusory truth effect also shapes our personal beliefs. Ever wonder why old myths and urban legends persist? Repetition. They're told and retold, cementing their place in our minds as truths. But it's not all doom and gloom. Awareness is the first step to counteract this effect. When you know about the illusory truth effect, you can start questioning repeated statements. Ask yourself, is this true because it's factual or because it's familiar? Critical thinking is our best defense. It involves questioning, seeking evidence, and not accepting statements at face value. In an age of information overload, this skill is more important than ever. Teaching critical thinking from a young age is vital. It helps build a society that values truth over repetition. Education systems must emphasize inquiry, evidence-based reasoning, and skepticism. The illusory truth effect isn't just about false beliefs. It's about how our minds work. Understanding it can help us navigate a world rich with information, discerning truth from repetition. Remember, just because something is repeated doesn't make it true. Question, research, and think critically. That's how we build a foundation of true knowledge, not just familiar falsehoods.